My own. There we go. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy ViciousV. So look, man, we ain't doing no. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure this is right. We ain't doing no intro today. We gonna get right into it because I'm hella mad I missed the GOP debate. So it is what it is. Man, I got that Mountain Dew. Let me tell y'all something real quick. This right here. Y'all see that? Where the camera at? Y'all see this? Best Mountain Dew ever. I'm just saying. Best Mountain Dew ever. You know? I'm sipping my Duelist tonight. You know what I'm saying? But I can't believe y'all made me miss this damn debate. I'm upset. I missed the debate. I didn't know it was a damn fourth debate going on, man. That's how crazy I've been behind. But it's cool because we finna get it going. We finna make this mess happen. So just hold on real quick, y'all, while I do my normal housekeeping, man. You know, I gotta get my housekeeping going. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing. Been doing some decent numbers. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, that's been supporting. Make sure y'all head to the website, man, realrichmondllc.com. Support the brand, cop that merch. But man, we gonna get right to it, man. We gonna get right to it. Like I said, I'm just doing some house cleaning real quick, man. So make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, keep supporting. And okay, I think I got that fixed. All right, so cool. So we finna get right in it, man. So let's kind of jump in a little bit on the fourth GOP debate. Y'all let me know, man. Like if y'all saw it, man. What's y'all thoughts on it? Cause like I said, man, I'm watching it right now. So we gonna kind of just jump in right where we need to get in, and then we just gonna make it happen. So all right, so we good on that. All right, man, let's kick it off, man. Let's see what we got.
Still in charge 20 years later. $7 trillion of our national debt due to these toxic neocons.
Be chiming
you can put lipstick on a Dick Cheney. It is still a fascist neocon.
Thank you,
you
Mr.
see that today.
Thank you, Mr.
It's Dick Cheney all over again in this party.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaswamy. 15 seconds.
Name the provinces. Neither of you could even name the first thing about Eastern countries.
I think we've had enough of this.
Think about that.
Let me just.
It's actually Crimea is the wrong answer.
All right. The floor is Christie's.
All right. Let me just say this. You know, this is the kind of thing where he talks about experience. You know, I was the U.S. attorney in New Jersey when the terrorist attacks were launched against the United States in 2001. I brought the first two cases in this country against terrorists who tried to attack us again. And I know about the threat of terrorism and bullying in this country and around the world. And at that time, he was learning about the provinces in Ukraine, sitting with his smart-ass mouth at Harvard. That's what was going on. And so the fact of the matter is, and back then he was a Democrat. So the fact is that all he knows how to do.
Well, you were busy hugging Barack Obama, getting him elected.
Thank you.
All he knows how to do is insult good people who have committed their lives to public service and not say anything that moves the ball down the field for the United States.
Motherfucker going across the border in a walker.
Have talked.
Hold up. Back it up.
No.
Welcome back to the Republican primary debate live on News Nation from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We are now going to go to the crisis on the southern border. Polls show immigration and the crisis are among the most pressing issues for Republican voters right now. Both the issue of migrants crossing illegally into our country and the separate issue of fentanyl being smuggled in mostly through legal ports of entry. All year, News Nation has been at the border documenting the crisis. In 2023 alone, Border Patrol encountered a record.
Bro, them motherfucker going across the border on a walker. That's crazy. That motherfucker said, man, hey, I don't care how, I don't know how, when, why. All I know is I'm here. You feel me? Boy, that's crazy.
0.4 million migrants. All four of you have talked tough. The question now is, how realistic is the talk? So, Governor DeSantis, I'd like to start with you. You have pledged to send the military to the southern border on day one of your administration with orders to shoot, quote, stone cold dead anyone illegally entering with a backpack that you believe contains fentanyl. Critics have called this a shoot first, ask questions later policy that would amount to extrajudicial killing. You are a former military lawyer. Why do you think this idea of yours would be legal?
The drug cartels are invading our country, and they are killing our citizens by the tens of thousands every year. We had a situation in Florida. There was an 18-month-old baby that was crawling on the floor of an Airbnb rental. There was fentanyl residue on the carpet, and the baby died. Is this acceptable in this country? I know the elites in D.C., they don't care. They don't care that fentanyl is ravaging your community. They don't care that illegal aliens are ravaging our community and overwhelming our community. The commander-in-chief not only has a right, you have a responsibility to fight back against these people.
And does that mean shooting first?
It means you're going to categorize them as foreign terrorist organizations, and we will identify, just like we would anywhere. When I was in Iraq, the Al-Qaeda wasn't wearing a uniform. You'd see anyone walking down the street, they all had man dresses on. You didn't know if someone had a bomb, an IED attached or not. And so you had to make a judgment based on intelligence, based on positive identification. But we're going to be able to get the intelligence on these cartel people. And here's the thing. If we had a wall across the southern border, which I support, this would not have happened. We need to build a wall across the southern border. I'll get it done, and Mexico is supposed to pay for it. Remember, here's how you do that. I'm going to have fees on remittances from foreign workers when they send the money back to foreign countries. We're going to tax it, and we're going to build a wall with that. So, yes, you should have had that. But we don't have it. I'm going to build it. But we have to lean in on this problem. I am not going to sit there and allow mothers to lose more kids because of fentanyl overdose. I am not going to sit there and let sex trafficking go unabated or human trafficking go unabated. There's going to be a new sheriff in town, and these drug cartels better buckle up.
Thank you. Ambassador Haley, you have pledged to catch and deport all migrants who are here in this country illegally. But then you said in Londonderry, New Hampshire last month that you will not deport those who are working and paying taxes rather than feeding off the system. Which is it?
So first of all, what I said is all of the 7 or 8 million illegals that have come under Biden's watch absolutely have to go back. We have to stop the incentive of what's bringing them over here in the first place. Biden just gave temporary protective status to 500,000 Venezuelans. That's 500,000 Social Security cards. That's 500,000 driver's licenses. And I know from my time at the United Nations, the first thing they do is pick up the phone and said, we came over, come on over. And that's what sends more. You have to go and deport these people so they know it can't happen again. For those that have been here longer than that, we've got to start seeing who is it, how long have they been here, have they been vetted, have they paid taxes, have they been working, and figure out who else is out there. But what I know is my parents came here legally. They put in the time, they put in the price. They are offended by those that are coming illegally. We can't let them skip the line. But when you talk about fentanyl like you did before, let's look at something else. Yes, I think we should send special operations over and take out the cartels. I think we should do a remain in Mexico policy so they never step foot in U.S. soil in the first place. But look at where fentanyl came from. Let's go to the heart of the matter. It came from China. That's why we need to end all normal trade relations with China until they stop murdering Americans with fentanyl. I promise you, they need our economy. They will immediately stop that. But this is where Trump went wrong. Trump was good on trade, but that's all he was with China. Because here he allowed fentanyl to continue to come over. He continued to allow them to he would give them technology that would build up their military and hurt us. He allowed the Chinese infiltration for them to buy up farmland, to put money in our universities, and to continue to do things that were harmful for America. We now have a spy base in Cuba and police stations, and Trump didn't do anything about it.
Thank you.
China, though, I mean, listen, this is rich, because when she was governor of South Carolina, she was the #1 ranked governor of bringing the CCP into her state. She wrote a love letter to the Chinese ambassador saying how great a friend China is. You can look at it. We put it on our website, rondesantis.com. There's also a video of her as governor standing in front of a Chinese flag with a Chinese business saying that she now works for them, talking about this Chinese company. So she's been very weak on China. Now, here's the problem. The rhetoric is different, but her donors, these Wall Street liberal donors, they make money in China. They are not going to let her be tough on China, and she will cave to the donors. She will not stand up for you.
15 seconds, Ambassador.
First of all, he's mad because those Wall Street donors used to support him, and now they support me. The second thing is he has a company, a Chinese company, UGAS, that he just did a rally there last year. They have given you $340,000 in campaign donations between them and their employees. They are tied to the Communist Chinese Party. Jinko Solar is another one. They went and expanded. You gave $2 million in subsidies.
I banned China from buying land in the state of Florida.
The Department of Homeland
ejected the Confucius Institute. Nikki Haley brought Confucius Institutes to the universities in South Carolina.
That is not true.
I ejected them. So I have a record of standing up and do what's right. And here's the thing.
You have a record of lying.
She's trying to say things like that. Even the liberal media groups that usually if I say the sky is blue, they'll fact check me and say that's wrong. They looked at her charges. They said it was totally false, that they could not find one instance of me recruiting a Chinese business coming to Florida. You know why? Because we never recruited any Chinese businesses to the state of Florida.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Ramaswamy, over the past year, fentanyl has killed more than 75,000 Americans, 1,000 of them right here in Alabama. You have vowed to use the military to, quote, annihilate drug labs inside Mexico, something the president of Mexico said would be a hostile act. But fentanyl can easily be made anywhere, and labs that are shut down can easily and quickly be replaced. Are your tough enforcement policies offering false hope to a country racked by addiction?
To the contrary, I don't think it's going to have to come to that if we deal with the actual demand side problem that we also have in this country. I mean, the easy part is talking about how we're going to use our military to secure the border. I will, and I believe that everybody else wants to do the same thing. But the harder part is dealing with the crisis of purpose and meaning, the mental health epidemic raging across this country like wildfire. And there's a reason why after the opioid crisis, you see fentanyl. And even after we get fentanyl, and we are going to be sure to make sure we do it, this one is worse for many reasons. They're illegally lacing it into pharmaceuticals, so it's more dangerous. But we're deluding ourselves. The real false promise here is thinking that we're going to have dealt with that underlying mental health epidemic in this country by just dealing with the demand side of it. But I want to get back to this issue of the root cause, because a lot of these are coming from labs in Wuhan, China, of all places. Drug materials that are going to the Mexican drug cartels that they're pumping across that southern border like a modern opium war. I think it is going to take a U.S. president that's going to have a very different conversation with Xi Jinping than what Joe Biden just had in California. I will tell Xi Jinping, you will not only not buy land in this country or donate to universities in this country, U.S. businesses won't expand into the Chinese market until they're playing by the same set of rules. And the same country that's putting fentanyl into illegal pharmaceuticals in Mexico, it's no coincidence, is the exact same country that also unleashed hell on the world with the COVID-19 pandemic. We also have to hold them accountable with every financial lever that we have available. That is what it actually means to stand with a spine. And you mark my words, if we're willing to stand with the spine, China will absolutely have to fold because they're in a tougher spot than we are. And then we're back to playing by the same set of rules.
Thank you, Mr.
That's
Ramaswamy. Thank you. Let's talk about the economy. Ambassador Haley, homeownership has always been part.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This boy Vivek, man, he really growing on me. I ain't gonna lie, like he needs, like, I mean, I could see him as vice president, I ain't gonna lie, but he needs to be somewhere like really up there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all know this boy Trump finna, you know what I'm saying, finna do his thing, but yeah, Vivek needs to be up there, man. I'm not too fond of Nikki Haley. Like I said, y'all can kind of see if y'all been watching Nikki Haley, and she talk a good game, but she plays that more of that slick politician type of talk. You know what I'm saying? She once again, she's backed by big donors, backed by big corporations, backed by the military industrial complex. You know, so she gonna say what you know what I'm saying what they want, you know, her to hear. You know, will want to hear from people like her. You know what I'm saying? And you can just tell. I mean, you can kind of tell the switch up. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of tell once they poured a lot of money into her. Now she's leading up there, right? Now she's climbing in the ranks, she's climbing in the polls and stuff because she's just telling these people what they want to hear so she can get that money so she can rake in, you know, just donors, you know, and it's just, I just don't see where everybody's really supporting her. You know what I'm saying? I really think that they're really just inflating her numbers to try to make her look good, to try to make her more appealing to the American people, because they know a lot of us ain't gonna do our research. A lot of us ain't gonna remember shit from 15 minutes ago, let alone the last few debates that didn't happen. So they kind of play on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, she talks a good game. She tries to act all tough, but as you've seen with the last debate, soon as people call her out and start picking, I mean, that's like the normal thing, right? If you're leading in the polls, right, and me, I'm competing against you, and I see that you're leading, it's nothing new, right? People's going to attack you because you're climbing up there in the polls. They gotta discredit you. They gotta make you less appealing to the voters to bring themselves up, right? And as soon as that starts happening, now it's like, oh my God, you're preying on me because I'm a woman. That's not fair. Yada yada. But you were so called against all that shit, against all identity politics, all this stuff. But now that it's to your advantage, now you want to use that. And that right there should let people know, you know, you call BS, right? I haven't seen Vivek, the only minority person or, you know, Indian American or Arab American person on here, yada, yada. You know, I mean, because, you know, Tim Scott was up there too, so he wasn't the only minority. But, you know, Vivek doesn't use no identity politics. He using facts. And like I said, me as a millennial, he's a millennial. I feel what he, you know, is saying on a lot of stuff because we grew up. When it comes to the whole 9/11, even when I was young and, you know, 9/11, you know, happened and, you know, the wars was kicking off and all this stuff, I remember, like I said, this is me, you know what I'm saying? I'm in middle school, you know, with all this and stuff, and I'm just peeping at, you know, how everything is going down, and I'm like, yeah, it was pretty much a BS war, you know what I'm saying? We was there for no reason. You know, Bush pretty much wanted to get back at Saddam for what he did to his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like all kind of stuff. Like it was all BS. Really. It was all BS. And it's sad that look at how many people that died or, you know, got, you know, lifestyle change because they legs is amputated, arms is amputated, like all kind of stuff, dealing with all kind of, you know, PTSDs and stuff behind what? Like the Taliban is took back over Afghanistan, like we went into Afghanistan to so-called uproot them, and they're right back. So that right there should let you know 20 years of fighting and going into debt, what was it all for? The military industrial complex. They all got rich from it. Like, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They all got rich from it. So I ain't gonna lie, man. That boy Vivek, man. He come out swinging, man. You know, I gotta give him props. But I don't want to touch too long on the debate. I do want to finish watching it though. But man, we finna we finna jump to another topic real quick, because I do got some other stuff I want to talk about, man. I want to talk about this boy, Jamal Stupid Bowman, and how he finally got censored. So one thing that I guess I can kind of respect with the new speaker is that at least he's getting stuff done, and I feel like there is some type of collaboration and partnership that Mike Johnson promised with working with Democrats, working with people across the aisle, right? And that's what I feel that this is, because I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen how George Santos has been ousted, right? And so I really think it's more so like, hey, look, you got people on your side that's out of line right now. We got people on our side that's out of line right now. So check this out. If we do what we got to do to set these people straight, if I set my people straight, you got to go ahead and offer up your people that's out here getting out of line and get them set straight, right? So it was Rashida Tlaib, right? Okay, she got set straight. She quiet now. What you need to be. Sit your crybaby ass down somewhere and shut up. Now you got George Santos. He's been ousted. I really feel like that they finna crack down on Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? I think that they are, but I think she kind of catching on to that, so she kind of backing up a little bit. And then now you got Jamal Bowman, who's been censured for pulling the fire alarm. Which, bro, like, if y'all see the video, right? How, oh man, I was in a rush. I did it, bro. If y'all see, look, let's see. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Jamal Bowman. Let's see if they'll show the video. But boy, it was stupid, man. Just straight stupid. He's just a goofball. Let's look.
On this vote, the yeas are 214, the nays are 191. The resolution is, with 5 present, the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Will Representative Bowman present himself in the well? By its adoption of House Resolution 914, the House
Y'all see them goofballs up here trying to go behind them? Let me see. What the hell just happened? Let's look at these goofballs. Look at, because you know he's part of the squad. So look at all them right here.
By its
look at all them. Look. Like, nigga, first off, it's supposed to be him, not all y'all. Sit your asses back. Like I say, this goofballs. These are goofies.
Of House Resolution 914, the House has resolved that the House of Representatives censures Jamal Bowman, representative from the 16th Congressional District of New York, that Representative Jamal Bowman forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Jamal Bowman be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker.
I'm gonna try to go
Question.
to another one.
Would you build a website?
I'm gonna try to see if we can find a video of this motherfucker pulling the fire alarm. Let's see.
On a Chad program with more on how the Bowman drama is playing out. Whoa, that was a quick one. He is censured. Explain to our viewers exactly what censure means. I know it's, the most serious, just short of expulsion, but really it's a slap on the wrist because he still has his job. He doesn't get kicked out.
That's right. He stood in the well of the House just a couple of moments ago and faced Mike Johnson, who announced that he had been censured. That's it. They don't take you to the principal's office. They don't handcuff you. It's just read before the House floor. Now, Democrats say Republicans are coming after Bowman because the GOP lacks an agenda or major accomplishments. Bowman says he apologized for his mistake as he rushed to make a vote on the House floor. Listen.
I immediately took responsibility and accountability for my actions and pled guilty.
Now, y'all know that's false. This boy did not take no accountability for his actions. If y'all could see the last video that I did, he was over here, oh, it was a mistake. I ain't had no wrongdoing. It was all kind of excuses. But once they showed that video of his ass pulling that fire alarm, now you guilty. Yeah, bro, because we got video. Like, come on. This is what I'm saying. Like, he's a straight goofball. New York, man, this who y'all really got representing y'all. Come on.
Immediately, the legal process on this matter has played out. In no way did I obstruct official proceedings.
Bowman said he went before the Capitol Police and the court of law. The top Democrat on the House Rules Committee, Jim McGovern, called the censure, quote,
come on, let's see if they'll show it again.
But Republicans argue that Bowman made a big mistake and should face punishment.
Well, it's profoundly stupid.
Bro, does that sound like you made a mistake? Like I said, we can go back and find his video. Oh, man, I was just in a rush. Man, I was trying to make the vote. Woo, woo. Bro, you look like the sign was right there that says, do not pull or fire alarm exit, do not exit, whatever. You tried to hit that thinking it was going to trigger the fire alarm. And when it was probably locked, you instantly hurried up and pulled that fire alarm and walked off. Let's look at it again.
Punishment.
Well, it's profoundly stupid.
Stupid. But Republicans argue that Bowman made a big mistake and should face punishment.
Well, it even looked like he sat there and stood for a minute. Don't it look like it? He sat and stood for a minute to try to see, like, oh, he looked like it was like he was reading, like, oh, okay, hold on, fire alarm, woo, woo, woo. Oh, okay, cool, boom. And then left. But like I say, his excuse was, oh, man, I was trying to hurry up and set the fire alarm with the door. I just need to get the door open. Okay, well, you pulled the fire alarm, you ain't open the door. You left. Come on. Come on. Let me see. Oh, yeah, let me see. Catherine Clark goes, nah. Oh, man, I wish we could. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they got the whole video. They got the whole video. Let's look at it one more time. Let's see. He came up the stairs and went right back down the same way he came. Look. And that was his thing. He didn't even have time to see. That's how you know dummies. Jamal Bowman is an example of 99.99999% of these cats in the streets. That's just dummies who be doing all these murders and robberies and stuff. Just dummies. Because, bro, you don't even know that, you didn't even know that you was being watched, bro. You ain't even know you was being watched. You just do some stupid stuff like that, and then lied about it. But once they showed you this video footage, you was like, oh damn, I ain't know there's a camera right there looking at me. Come on, man. Let's see. Is it gonna show it again? Okay, it's just showing it over and over. I mean, come on. Look at him. Stop playing. You walked your goofy self up. Look, walked your goofy. Look, seen. Oh, boop. Oh, look, looked around. Ain't nobody looking. Boop. Boop. Come on, man. Let me see. Fire alarm. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna show all the old stuff. Now, where's all the old stuff? Where's all the old stuff? Oh, yeah, that's Margie. Yeah, we saw that. Nah, let's go. Even pull the fire line. Yeah, nah. Let's go. Let's see if we can find the one 2 months ago. Is this gonna be it? Let's see. Let's see if this
folks who say it's just not believable that you would think a red fire alarm was an exit. How could you possibly get that mixed up?
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. You know, they could have their opinion, but I know I was in a rush to get to my vote. And I tried the door, it didn't work. So I pulled the alarm thinking it would open. That didn't work, so I went downstairs. It was a dumb choice, but, you know, it is what it is. I take full responsibility for it. And now trying to move on, just do my job.
Well, why would you think a fire alarm would get you out of the door?
Listen, you know, I tried the door. It says it's emergency exit. You push on it, it would open. I tried that. It didn't work. And I tried the alarm to jar the door. I've done that in other places, and it worked. It just didn't work this time.
Most people see an emergency exit. They can take another exit.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I wasn't...
Goofball. Like I said, goofball. Goofball. Look. And let's look at her dumb self.
He says it was an accident. He thought pulling the alarm would open a door.
Uh-oh.
The fact that the doors to his right there were locked, and there was a sign that he said he was, I think someone said it was confusing. I'll be honest, it doesn't really make sense to me, his explanation. Have you talked to him? What's going on there?
I mean, listen, I think if you actually do see some of the photos of the signs, I think there's something to be said about the government's about to shut down. There's a vote clock that's going down. The exits that are normally open in that building were suddenly closed.
So you pulled the fire alarm?
So what I am here to say is that House administration and U.S. Capitol Police and Jamal Bowman are an active, and he's fully participating in saying there was a misunderstanding. But what I do think is important to raise is the fact that Republicans, representatives like Nicole Malliotakis and others, immediately moved to file motions to censure, motions to expel, before there has even been conversations that are finished to even see if there was a misunderstanding here.
What's the misunderstanding? Out of the way, you pulled the fire alarm. Like, come on, man. You the Congress, you should know how all this stuff works, how these whole buildings work. And for some odd reason, for this one, you didn't know. Come on. And we supposed to believe that. And you supposed to be a congressman, though. Come on, man. New York, I don't know what y'all on, but y'all need to get this cat up out of office. Every last one of them squad casters need to be out of office, man. Like, they just crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know what to say. Man. But let's move off this goofball topic, man, because he just like I said, man, y'all can look at my last video where I talked about it, but he's just a dumbass. I mean, it's no other way to put it. He's just a dumbass, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to react to. Let me go to Homeboy because he posted it. It should be in my histories though. Should I go to my history? Let me go to my history. Also, so I want to move on to Whoopi Goldberg real quick. Y'all probably already seen it. I didn't get a chance to react to it because I was trying to do it on my last video. But I want to react to Whoopi Goldberg because she was speaking so much facts. Yeah, here we go. Hold on. Whoopi Goldberg. So she basically got called out because she basically pretty much called millennials and the younger generation lazy, right? And so I'm gonna play this video.
Real estate investor.
Of course, it's a damn ad, but I'm gonna play this video because this video kind of has been going viral as well. If y'all haven't seen this video yet, so it's a girl, she was over here going on TikTok and venting on social media about how hard life is and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I want to react to this, and I'm going to give y'all my reaction to this, especially as a man, how this might not be a good idea to let your woman do this.
Like, I feel like my husband and I are doing everything right. We both have good jobs. I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. I work full-time. He works full-time. We just got paid this past Friday, right? We paid the mortgage. Bought some groceries. Put some gas in the car. And guys, it is Tuesday. And we have like $200 or $300 to last us until next Friday. Like, we don't live in a big house. We live in a little ranch. It's 1,100 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, us and our 2 kids.
So, see, this is the problem, I feel like, with our generation and the generation that's younger. So, y'all don't know what I do, my profession. I'm in real estate, right? I'm out here in California. I'm out here in the Bay. This whole crying and complaining about a 1,100 square foot house, when this is an example why Whoopi Goldberg is calling people lazy. Our generation lazy. You're in an 11 square foot house, 3 bedroom, 1 bath. You, your husband, your 2 kids. Everybody got their own room. That sounds great, right? Now let's compare and contrast to our grandparents and grandparents' generation. Now, you know, where I'm from in Richmond, there was a lot of homes that was, you know, being built back in the day. Back in the day, when you know, the war was going on, you had a lot of black people migrating from the South and all that stuff to the West, you know, to work at the shipyards and stuff out here in the Bay because of World War II and, you know, working at the Ford plant and all this stuff. It was literally right there in certain parts of my city in Richmond. Damn near every house was a 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom house. You get some that was some 3 2s and some 3 1s, right? You know, you was doing real good if you had that. But a lot of homes, I mean, we will also say a lot of homes in the Bay, period. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Check this out. 800 square feet. 800 square feet. And here's the kicker. Y'all let me know if y'all grandparents, what was this? Because my grandparents, My grandma grew up like this. My grandma grew up in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 8 other siblings. Pete, once again, grew up in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, 800 square feet, had a 5,000 square foot lot, so hey, you had a front backyard, right? Detached garage, 8 other siblings. What are we really talking about? You crying and complaining because you got 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, 1,100 square feet. She over there showing the house. It look pretty spacious if you ask me. Let's look.
And
look, got cool little kitchen. Look, bro. Big screen TV, ceiling fans. I probably got central AC and heat, and I don't see no wall heater. Yeah, look, I'll take y'all back, huh? Them wall heaters, come on. And then look, what's on the other side? Come on now. I mean, because look, you in your kitchen, probably / dining room area. You know, look like it's an open floor plan, so it's probably, kitchen, and you got a little space, you can put a little dining table or something, then you got your living room. But where the bedrooms at? Let's show us on the other side where them 3 bedrooms is at. And you crying and complaining. You ain't counting your blessing. When there's people out here that ain't got nowhere near what you got. It's people out here living in a 1-bedroom apartment or something with 5, 6 kids. Probably making what you make. And it's under those circumstances. But you complaining. This right here, I'm not going to even call this white privilege. This is a generational privilege type of thing. Because there's a lot of black people that I encounter that think like her too. There's a lot of Asians that I encounter that think like her too. Mexicans that think like her too. They feel like, I guess what, you just by you just existing, you should be able to have everything that you want laid out to you at your disposal. You could work at McDonald's for the rest of your life, and you should be able to, just because you live in the Bay Area, you should be able to afford a $1 million plus house. However many bedrooms and bathrooms you want, you should just be able to afford it, and the government should just provide it for you. Or make it to where it's easily obtainable for you. You can go take the most job that do the bare minimum. And that's the problem. You know what? Let me let this finish.
Ranch. It's 1,100 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, us and our 2 kids. And I don't know what to do. I'm in school full time. I work full time. He works more than full time. He works overtime every week.
As he's supposed to, as he's the man.
I don't know what to do.
See, it's what I'm saying. You crying and complaining instead of being appreciative, right? You paid off your mortgage, cool. You did what you're supposed to do. You handled your priorities. You kept the roof over you and your kids' head. You made sure that was handled first. You made sure the car gassed up, cool. We can make it to work. Probably, got some food and groceries in the house, cool. Kids is fed. And what's the problem? Okay, you got a few $100s left over. What's the problem? What's the problem? You act like you're supposed to have, which you're grinding. You going to school, you going to work. You kind of taking the steps that you need to get there to where, hey, once we get over this hump, once I'm out of school, we kind of cool. We can kind of like, okay, cool. We can kind of breathe a little bit. But what's the issue? So I'm going to fast forward and let's see what Whoopi Goldberg has to say about it. So let's see.
We've been in war basically my entire generation. You've got 45% of people ages 18 to 29 living with their parents. Our American dream's different. Doesn't mean other struggles didn't matter, but on the having kids specifically, I get it. Most of my friends, if they're not, married by a certain age, they're not owning homes at the same rate, and you don't want to have kids if you don't feel like you can provide that. My one piece of advice, though, to millennials who are holding off having kids because of the finances, if you're in a position, which is also expensive, consider freezing your eggs because you could change that position later and want to. But no, it's hard. It is a very real struggle out there.
Because I think for generations since the beginning of time, people get married, they just have babies because they're supposed to, and this is what we do. And then you see people like gay couples who fight so hard just to love a baby. And every day people are having kids that some are beaten and like not taken care of. And so to have a generation that says, I don't know if I can give them the life they deserve. I don't know if I'm capable of being a whole person and doing this. I say bravo, because it is not a slight undertaking.
That was my... Yeah, so here's what I think about this. This is a fascinating conversation.
I'm going to fast forward it a little bit because I want to hear what Whoopi Goldberg has to say. And yeah, I'm on Homeboy's channel because like he had it cut pretty good. Me, my whole thing, look, if I could make this seamless as possible to make sure I get y'all the content and the topic as possible, I'm going to take that route. It's called working smarter, not harder. So let's see what Whoopi Goldberg got to say.
Making a change.
These damn ads.
At least preserve the opportunity, because you may change your mind.
I'm sorry.
She said one kid is enough.
Yeah, well, but listen, every generation comes and wants to do better than their parents did. Every generation. But I'm sorry, if you only want to work 4 hours, it's going to be harder for you to get a house.
Oh, and don't mention 4 days.
I feel for everybody that feels this, but I'm sorry. We busted our behinds. We had to bust our behinds because we didn't have the option of going back.
Y'all gave us the housing crisis, though.
But listen, we had all kinds of stuff.
No, it's true. But the one thing I'd say is millennials are statistically the first generation.
Is Whoopi Goldberg speaking facts or not? Is Whoopi Goldberg speaking facts or not? Once again, like I said, how my grandparents grew up, 8 other siblings, 800 square foot house, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Come on. Come on. What are we really talking about? In Cole Park, they have to bust their buses, like I said. Everybody want to complain and talk about what houses was, this much back then. Okay, wages also was that much back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all act like cats was over here making $40, $50 an hour working at the Ford plant in Richmond, black, making $50 an hour, working 10 hours, 12 hours, getting paid overtime, was coming home to just a bunch of money, and houses was cheap. No, especially when you was black. You wasn't getting paid. You was getting paid scraps for real. Barely enough to keep the lights on. Barely enough to keep your 8, 9 kids fed. Barely enough to make it to work. And guess what? They still did it. They still bought that house. They worked their butts off to get it. Dealt with all kind of scrutiny, discrimination, all kind of stuff and still busted they butts to get it. In cold part, it wasn't no two people. Once again, like even in the beginning of this whole segment, homegirl complained about her and her dude working. Woo woo. I mean, shit. Back in the day, it was only the man that was working. Come on now. It was hardly a 2-income household. So what is we really talking about? That's what I'm saying. Like, cats today, y'all got to understand something. And it's like Whoopi Goldberg said. Y'all want to work less for more. Just like this whole thing with GM, how they're trying to, with the auto strike, the auto worker strike. Oh, yeah, we want to work less hours, but we want more money. We want a 32-hour work week, not a 40-hour work week. Or we only want to work 4 days. It's fucking lazy. Y'all are fucking lazy. But yet, you live in the Bay Area, you should be able to get a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. Big yard, front and back. Got a pool if you want it. Be able to afford all the whole furniture. You got walk-in closets. You got all the updated chef appliances. You know what I'm saying? By the way, that's a $2 million. That's damn near a $2 million house out here in the Bay. But just by you, like I said, existing, you should be able to get that. And you should be able to pay for it comfortably and have thousands of dollars left over to blow it on a nice car or some designer clothes and stuff like that. You should just have that. Because just by you existing, just by you working this job or whatever, putting in the minimal hours, you should just get it. And this is the problem. A lot of y'all who think like this, a lot of y'all are just some do the bare minimum motherfuckers. Y'all just want to do the bare minimum. Y'all go out here to go find jobs where you can do less and work less and expect just by you doing it, you should be able to get paid $100,000 plus a year. Motherfuckers got a job, motherfucker work a security job where you literally sit on your ass all day in a guard shack, do nothing, probably just wave a few people in here or there, a couple people check in here or there, you do that, but you watching TV series, you watching Netflix, you over here chilling, especially if y'all work the graveyard shift, y'all working overnight, the place is pretty much closed, y'all just sitting and chilling. And y'all just think that for some odd reason, y'all deserve to be able to afford to get $1 million plus house by sitting up on your ass all day and not doing nothing. I mean, make it make sense. It's plain and simple. If you want something, you gotta work your ass off to go get it. And back to what I was saying, if I was her, if you as a man got a girl like that that's over here getting on social media telling all y'all business, crying and complaining, you might want to check your girl, because what we got going on in our household, our struggles, is nobody business. It's nobody business. Ho, talk to me. We supposed to talk to each other. You supposed to vent to me about how you feeling. What the hell you going on social media for? Because that's telling a lot more. So it's not hitting you harder than it's hitting me. As far as social media and people's reactions, people gonna look at like, well, hold up, man. Okay, your dude really got you out here. You know what I'm saying? If people, I'm pretty sure his family and her family probably looking at him sideways like, bro, you ain't handling business. I mean, how come she over here telling me all y'all problems? What y'all got going on, man? You only got $200-300 left? She giving out exact numbers? That's a big problem. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all beta males, y'all motherfuckers who be letting women think it's okay for women to propose to you and, you know, cry and complain and take lead roles and do all this and do all that. Y'all just gotta go somewhere else with that bullshit, I swear to God. I can't name no other country where this shit is happening at. But you still act like you supposed to be a man. You still act like you still supposed to have some type of authority around this motherfucker. But you letting your girl do stuff like that. Man, none of that's supposed to fly. Ain't none of that's supposed to fly. At all. My girl, no, you better not say a damn thing. When we talk, we handle our business, we communicate, that's it. Shit, nobody else. I mean, I understand she probably talked to her parents, whatever, woo-woo. But other than that, I mean, especially no social media shit, nobody else know what the fuck going on in our house. What struggles we dealing with. It's going to be a problem. As a man, you should have a problem with that. Who the fuck you venting to? What the... What? It's a problem with that. Because it's my job as a man to go handle that. It's my job as a man to take in everything that you say, your concerns, your stresses and shit, and for me to figure out how to formulate a strategy, a plan where we can try to, you know, get over this obstacle. It's my job. What we really talking about? What we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, men, fellas, man the fuck up. Get your household under control. Cats, everybody in my generation, male, female, millennials, Gen Zs, man, stop complaining. Stop being fucking lazy. Stop acting like you just deserve to do the bare minimum, and be able to afford a $2 million+ house. No. Especially if you live in the Bay. No. Get off your ass. Go figure out what needs to be done to where you can get to where you trying to get to in life. And it's the cold part, especially if you live in California. Part of the reason why housing is unobtainable for a lot of people is because, number one, y'all got comfortable being at the bottom. Y'all got comfortable listening to these politicians that tell y'all that it's good to be broke. The government should just give y'all every fucking thing. It's good to be on food stamps and Section 8. And y'all feel like that it's just, you know, that's just how it should be. While they over here enriching themselves. Look at where Nancy Pelosi live. But she was one of the main motherfuckers who was trying to tell y'all how y'all should be comfortable living how y'all living and not have to worry about it. And it's up to us to help y'all and do this and do that and have all these programs and, you know, right? Look at how she living. Look at how our governor is living. Look at how everybody who's over here telling y'all and keeping y'all at the bottom and saying that y'all should be comfortable and happy and implementing policies that makes y'all comfortable and happy being at the bottom. Look at how they living. Right? So that's number one. Number two, you are sitting here making careers out of starter jobs. You should not be working at no motherfucking fast food spot for no longer than, I would say, 2 to 3 years. If you're a minor, that's one thing. If you're a grown-ass individual and you're not in college, you're not like, you know what I'm saying, just taking on a cool little small job just to, you know, scrape a few extra dollars because you in school. If you working there longer than that, I sure hope it's because you're sitting here trying to learn the business because you trying to be a fucking franchise owner. That's your goal. Hey, I'm trying to own one of these things, so I'm over here just learning the business, moving up, Started, working a drive-through. Now I'm working the cashier inside. Now I'm working the grill. Now I'm a manager. Now I'm understanding the finances, how to receive orders, how to track orders, things like that. Cool. Because I'm trying to own one of these things, right? Because that's what's going to get me that $2 million house when I start owning one of these things. If you ain't doing that, what you there for? And why you act like you just deserve a $2 million plus house by being a damn cashier at Jack in the Box or something? And think that you should just get paid hella much just because where you live. I mean, that's what these jobs is for. These jobs ain't no careers like that unless you trying to be the owner one day. Plain and simple. You working this BS security guard job, working overnight 12 hours, ain't moved up nowhere. You ain't trying to own your own security company. You ain't trying to figure out how you can get contracts and be a security guard. You know what I'm saying? Open up your own thing, train some young cats, maybe some cats that's in school too, who just trying to get a few extra dollars. You ain't got no other career or like I say, you just working at just because you just trying to scrape up some extra dollars because, man, you got a business idea, man, you just trying to stack up so you can go fund your business, whatever. You just sitting here. That's all them type of jobs is for. It's for cats who's in school just trying to scrape a few extra dollars, or even people that may be older, they're retired, they done put in their work, their house is paid off, everything is good, bills is only a few $100s a month, maybe, they got a cool, nice, reliable car, and all they want to do is just find something to occupy their time. So they'll take a job at a fast food place, or work in security, or working at a grocery store, or working at a hotel or something. You know what I'm saying? They'll just take it because, hey, I'm just doing something. I'm keeping myself active. But for y'all, that's my age, y'all in y'all late 20s, early 30s, y'all ain't going to school. Y'all been working over here, working these little shit jobs all your life. And you think that, like I said, you listen to these people. You want to go to the club every night. You want to do all this. You ain't got you live in the Bay Area. You see who's the cats that's making most of the money? Cats in tech, biomedical engineering, all this stuff, being engineers, medical field. You feel me? You ain't looked and say, dang, that's what I want to do. Or, hey, you get even truck driving. You truck driving, you got your own truck driving business, you doing your own thing. Like, come on now. There's ways you can get it. You just got to want it. And you shouldn't be sitting here complaining just because you ain't there yet. Oh, well, it's the government's fault. It's everybody else's fault that you ain't there. It's your fault because you became stagnant, complacent. You was cool as long as you can get your little Hellcat. You can go to the club and try to mac on bitches. You know what I'm saying? You can get you some drink, some weed. You just not, life was good. Next thing you know, 10, 15 years pass you by. You wasn't tripping on getting a damn house. You like, man, screw all this. And, man, I got a cool little apartment I'm renting. I ain't got no kids or whatever. And I'm cool. I'm doing cool. You over here voting what? Tax increase for homeowners? I ain't no homeowners, man. Fuck homeowning right now. I'm renting. I'm cool. Then all of a sudden, 5, 10 years, more years go by. You like, damn, okay, I'm ready for a family, man. I'm ready to, man, I think I want to buy a house now. I want to own. Now all of a sudden, damn, everything's so expensive. Why? Number one, you ain't get your shit together in enough time. That don't mean it's too late. You just running behind. Number two, you voted for all this shit. You didn't give a damn about no tax increase on home ownership because, hell, I ain't no homeowner. I don't care. Don't affect me. Raise property taxes. So what? Increase Melrose taxes and, you know, all these other taxes that come with home ownership, homeowners insurance. Make it harder for people out here in California to get homeowners insurance. Hell, I'm not a homeowner. I'm a renter. I might rent for the rest of my life. Who cares? Doesn't apply to me. Then all of a sudden, now when you start thinking, saying, damn, maybe I do want to own now. Maybe I do want to do this. Well, damn, I got to pay this much on. I mean, I thought all I pay is a mortgage and that's it. You know, maybe some cable and garbage. What's all these property taxes? Melrose taxes? Utility tax? What's all this? Remember, you voted for that. You don't remember that was on the ballot a couple years ago or 5 years ago? You don't remember? Of course not, because you don't remember shit from 15 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? You just living life on autopilot. That's how a lot of us is living right now. We are literally living life on autopilot. While these motherfuckers is literally making it harder. They keep saying that they advocating for you, working class citizen, when they're literally making it harder for you to live and sustain what you got or try to achieve more than what you got. They making it harder for you. But yet, y'all still keep, all they got to do is dangle race bait issues in front of y'all, or transphobic issues in front of y'all, or Israel and Palestine in front of y'all, or Ukraine and Russia in front of y'all, cause all kind of division, Democrat versus Republican, Ron DeSantis versus Newsom, Trump versus everybody, Joe Biden. All they got to do is dangle all that shit in front of y'all, and y'all just gonna bite. Now all of a sudden y'all got the energy. Now y'all can sure go protest for fucking Israel and Palestine. But y'all not protesting for y'all fucking lives. Y'all not protesting for how hard it is y'all lives is. Motherfuckers is walking around here in the Bay miserable. Miserable. We don't sing kumbaya over here. Everybody just tolerating one of another until somebody fucking snaps. Motherfuckers is miserable. Motherfuckers is mad. Man, they can't go to San Francisco and enjoy the holidays at Union Square without having to worry about is they going to get robbed? Or is their car going to get bipped? Motherfuckers can't go to Oakland. Black people can't go to Oakland, downtown, go to the club and just have a nice night out, singing and dancing, enjoying time with friends without having to worry about, man, is my car going to get robbed? Is it going to be a shooting? Do I got to worry about if I'm going to die? Can't go inside to even grocery shop without seeing some type of, you know what I'm saying, crime going on, robbery. Walgreens stores is emptied out. Go drive down the street, homeless tents everywhere. Pain and misery all around your hood, all around your neighborhood where you live. And a lot of y'all just turn your blinders on. Y'all just don't even pay it. Y'all just try to tune it out and act like it's not affecting you. But it is. The energy in the atmosphere is out there. It affects you. It affects all of us. This is why people come and walk around here miserable. Got a chip on their shoulder. Quick to snap if anybody look at them the wrong way. Driving all kind of stupid, cutting people off, not giving a damn. Wish a motherfucker would pull up and say something. Right? Y'all walking around here miserable and don't even know why. Like I say, you just on autopilot. You don't even know why. You voting for the shit, number one. Or even if you didn't vote, you allowed the shit. You didn't pay attention. Like I say, just living life on autopilot. You're not paying attention. You clueless. You game goofy. You game goofy. Then all of a sudden, when something does happen, you wake up, you like, oh, goddamn, what the hell? What's all this? Man, I'm tired of this. This is frustrating. Okay, well, what are you doing about it? You can't say you tired. You feel unsafe. Every time you go out, you stress. They telling you that you can't go out if you somebody who likes to dress nice and wear nice stuff and have jewelry on. Oh no, just don't go out. Okay, I'm fine with that. What the hell you got it for? You got it so you can wear it because you like nice stuff. You wearing it for yourself. But no, that's a bad thing. Society is telling you that's bad. You shouldn't be flaunting with shit that you worked your ass off for in front of everybody because this next motherfucker didn't have that ambition or that desire to be as great, to work their ass off because they just want to work at McDonald's for the rest of their fucking life. And they feel entitled to $1 million plus house just by working at McDonald's and be able to have what you want. But you actually put in the work. You actually bust your ass. You actually lived your life, worked hard all your life. Now that you middle-aged, you know, you want to kind of sit back and enjoy your life and, you know what I'm saying, be able to go out and wear what you want to wear. No, because somebody who doesn't have it is going to easily take from you, and that's okay. Motherfuckers are making careers out of this shit. And motherfuckers is applauding these motherfuckers. It was a video I watched where motherfuckers it was somebody in Frisco, and he like, yeah, bro, this is what I do for a living, man. It's me. This how I pay my rent. This how, you know, shoot, man, I rob cars, you know, rob stores. This how I do. And everybody just, man, hey, man, I could appreciate your honesty, man. You know, man, that's so cool, man. Hey, man, you're doing what you got to do, man. Really? Really? But at the same time, y'all walking around here miserable. And y'all trying to tune it out. Like I said, y'all just throw the blinders on and just try to find your little happy space and think that life just should be good. Get off your asses, man. Stop playing. 2024, man, we done with that. We done with all these bums. We done with these bum mentalities. If y'all want to be bummy and broken ain't shit, then that's on y'all. It ain't my fault. It ain't the government's fault. It ain't nobody's fault but y'all. I don't want to hear shit. Black people, I don't want to hear shit about these ninjas and how they doing. These cats that's on Section 8 and on food stamps, been on Section 8 and food stamps 10 plus years, crying and complaining. We don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear no advocating or protesting for none of these bums out here robbing and killing people, especially those that rob and kill their own. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't give a damn what the police do to them. Fuck all that shit. I don't give a damn. If you better get your ass out here and grind and go get it. Figure out a way. Plot and plan, especially if you a man. You're supposed to figure it out. Go through the trials and tribulations. Go through the obstacles. God just ain't going to reward you with something just because you want it. Even if you want it, it's already there. You got it. But you just got to put in the work to get it. The universe conspires to get you where you want to get in life. You still just got to put in the work. And understand that wherever you at now, it's not where you're supposed to be 5-10 years from now. But if you ain't putting that work, if you just being stagnant and just cool and comfortable where you at, you're going to be there, same place in the next 5 to 10 years. Until you wake the hell up and go make something happen. Take risks, take chances. Start something, start a business. Start working for yourselves. If you ain't going to work for yourself, you working for a company, learn. Work that job and learn all you can learn to how you can one day start your own and compete against them motherfuckers. Plain and simple. If you want to be a worker all your life, that's cool too. But guess what? Understand something. Technology is replacing motherfuckers every day, so make sure don't get stagnant. Don't get stagnant. Figure out ways you can make yourself more valuable. Learn new things. Always learning. Always stay on top. Always stay forward ahead of these motherfuckers. Figure out what direction a company is going and figure out what can you do to stay ahead of the curve to make yourself more valuable. That's what this DEI motherfucker should have done. Oh, y'all got hired, especially y'all black people, y'all got hired on all these Google, Facebook, Twitter. Y'all got hired. the DEI motherfuckers. Why? Because y'all was just there just to fill an empty space. Instead of, and y'all would just, well, I'm going to figure out, man, I'm going to try to rub shoulders with some, you just sat there, just thought you living a good life, being at the bottom. As long as you at Google, you good. And who's the first to go? Now all of a sudden, woe is me. I'm on rant, just like I just did. So, like I said, man, please like, subscribe if y'all feeling the content, man. Follow me, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Vicious, or not Twitter, X, I should say, ViciousV 510 or ViciousV Official. And make sure y'all cop that merch, man. RealRichmondLLC.com, man. Check it out, man. And then, yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. And stay tuned, too, because next year, man, we started something new, man. Empire Builders, man. We doing everything, man, because like I said, man, we want to create a space for a lot of people. Me and my boy all day, we want to create a space for a lot of people who's looking to start their own business, do their own things, but don't know how. You know, maybe you're an introvert, you know, you're not comfortable with meeting new people, network with new people. We want to create that space so that way we can all collaborate, network with each other, figure out how we can build business. You know, we stand on honesty and integrity. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for no get rich quick schemes. We ain't got time for no scams. We ain't got time for these losers who's trying to figure out how they can finagle and finagle people. Nah, we want to promote real people, honesty, who stand for something, and we want to make sure everybody's out here really collaborating and doing what they need to do to be critical thinkers, innovators, and business owners. So that's what we got coming in 2024. So be on the lookout for that, because it's going to be a whole new channel. I'm finna be introducing it on this channel and everything, and we finna be making it happen. So once again,